And it's the Hawks to start out. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. We've got Green, and it's Clarkson in at the 2. Here's Vincent. Back to Okongwu. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Here's Ramos. Pass to Clarkson. Six on the shot clock. Outside, Green. Here's Ramos. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Vincent. Pass to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Here's ABC. The 3. Clarkson grabs a miss. Outside, Green. Here's Ramos. Clarkson outside. Outside, Green. Off target from outside. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That free throw misses. No good on the second free throw. Green against Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Vincent. ABC. It's tipped. Pass to Ramos. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's ABC. Finished off the break.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
And they get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Throws it up high. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Clarkson outside. Pass to AI. Outside, Green. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Hawks leading. Here's ABC. Here's Daniels. And the baseline jumper goes down.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
Like to see more of that from Clarkson. Just get more consistent from the three-point line. Steps up and knocks that one down.
Outside Johnson. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to ABC. Fires, high post. San Antonio with a rebound. Here's Ramos. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's off the back of the rim, no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Count it for Vincent.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Now here's Clarkson. Here's AI. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Here's Daniels. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Here's Vincent. Over to the wing. Here's Okongwu. 5 on the clock. Pass to Vincent. Here's Daniels. Fades away and sinks a tough shot.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Clarkson, right side. Here's AI. Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Daniels. And that one's good. He has 6.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
San Antonio trailing here. Now Green. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Ramos. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here's Vincent. Goes up on the wing. Goes back up. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And he drops the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Ramos. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Green. Here's AI. And he can't bank that one in. The Hawks leading. Down low. Here's Daniels. And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Ramos. Clarkson for 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Here's Vincent. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First one falls for him. And the Hawks making a change here. McCollum's checked in. And he can't hit the second. And it's San Antonio's ball. They trail by 7. Pass to AI. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Daniels. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Atlanta making some changes here. Kuminga comes in for Johnson, and it's Alexander Walker in for Vincent. The Spurs making a switch here. Here's Perez. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he lobs it up top. Throw it down on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's ABC. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Perez. Fires for 3. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
McCollum with it. It's stolen away. Here's Perez. Pass to ABC. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Here's Atlanta with the ball. 6-point lead. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And the free throw, no good. Here's Perez. McCollum defends. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 2 to shoot. Doesn't go for him. And it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Daniels. 10 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 10-point Hawks lead.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Perez can't hit. And the Hawks with possession here. To the inside. Daniels, that one's true. He's got 14.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Timeout called, the Spurs.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Here's Perez. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Perez. Offensive rebound, Spurs.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Daniels. Up top, McCollum. Another shot. And too long on the shot. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Kuminga. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Pass to Perez. The Spurs rebound. The shot, no good. Inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Perez. The shot no good. McCollum with some nice D. To the paint. And there's Kuminga. That one's good on the assist by McCollum. Kuminga's got 6.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Pass to Perez from downtown. Just off on that shot. Just 1 for 7 in the game. Down low. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Pass to AI. Will it go? No good on the buzzer beater. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Hawks ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. You know, for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for San Antonio, they've got Jordan Clarkson, and it's ABC in at the 5 spot. On the wing, Green. Let's go with a 3. He can't get it to go.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
McCollum. Another one falls for Atlanta.
He is a lethal all-around scorer. You have to love the versatility of McCollum's offensive game.
Here's Ramos. McCollum defends. Clarkson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Spurs need to get one up here. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Vincent checked in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute to play. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Now here's Green. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. 6 to shoot. Fade away. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Ramos. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Here's ABC. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's ABC. Pass to Clarkson. From 10 feet away. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Ball stolen. Outside, Green. Pass to Ramos. Back to Green. Out left to the wing. Clarkson outside. No good with the triple. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. And it's Green missing. Here's ABC. Pass to Okongwu. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Here's ABC. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Ramos. Takes a three. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Oh, Kongwu with the bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Clarkson. He has 6. Here's Ramos. The three is up. Rebounded by Johnson.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And the shot goes in.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
On offense, here are the Spurs. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Ramos. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Here's Vincent. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it loose. Here's Ramos. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Vincent. Clock at 6. Here's ABC. And it's Atlanta scoring again. Here's Ramos. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And the Spurs call time here.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Pass to Clarkson. On the wing, Green. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Off target there with a little leaner.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
So it's San Antonio now, following the score by Atlanta. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Pass to Houston. Back to Vincent. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Ramos. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. On the wing, Green. Shot to end the cold streak. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And they are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Here's Houston. Pass to Vincent. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. A step back shot. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Here's Ramos. Pass to AI. To the left side wing. Here's ABC. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here's ABC. And here's McCollum. To the inside. Tries from 6 feet. Here's Johnson. Banked it in off the glass. Johnson's got 6.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's AI. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. They need this. And that one's good. ABC.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Oh, and trailing by double digits, who can you count on to continue the battle? He's answering in the affirmative.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A testament to the savvy of McCollum. The defender bites on his subtle move, then is left with no choice but to foul him.
The first one falls.
Now, C.J. McCollum, really one of the more unique scorers in the league, and it has a lot to do with the peanut butter smoothness he has, handling the ball, being on great balance, and being one step ahead of the defense.
The Hawks making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And McCollum drops them both. Here's Perez. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to AI. Three-pointer. Rebound Atlanta. Up top, McCollum. And here is Kuminga. No good on the triple. Here's ABC. McCollum defends. Here's ABC. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
There's the drive, and McCollum slams it in.
Well, McCollum on the inside, driving in and not backing down. He got up there.
Pass to AI. He shoots it. San Antonio again missing. Outside Kuminga. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one's off. So he can't get either to fall. Here's Perez. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Atlanta with it. McCollum outside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And that one misses. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. He's off on the second. And San Antonio has possession. Here's Perez. He's got 5. Here's AI. Kuminga pulls it in. Here's Alexander Walker. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. He's watched by Kuminga. Here's AI. Hits the trifecta.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Alexander Walker. And they pick up 2. Alexander Walker's got 6 points.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's AI. He's got 9. Just 5 on the clock. Here's AI. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Driving inside. And yep, it's good. He's got 16.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Pass to AI. Here's ABC. Here's Perez for 3. Connects from downtown.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
40 seconds left to play in the first half. Kuminga with it. Now here's McCollum. Unloads. That shot is off.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. 17 seconds left in the first half. And no good.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And so it's Atlanta with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back after this word.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game right now.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. They need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type of play.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Ramos, looking for his first basket still in this one. They've got Johnson, and it's Daniels in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Ramos, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
ABC knocks down the step-back J. He has 6.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Pass to ABC. Outside, Green. Here's Ramos. There's the triple. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. From the high post. Jump shot is good that time.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 11. And the Hawks with possession here. Pass to Daniels. Here's Vincent. And he banks in the layup.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Green. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Ramos, no good. Here's ABC. Green covering. Here's ABC. Pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 5. Yes, it's good. Give him 20.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Here's ABC. Outside, Green. Pass to Ramos, beyond the arc, and the three-pointer goes. 6 points for him. Here's Vincent. He's got 6. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. And the Spurs making a change here. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Spurs on D. To the left wing. Pass to Vincent. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Johnson. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Here's San Antonio now. Green in the post. And it's good for 2.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Vincent. Oh, there's the alley.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Ramos, covered by Johnson. Pass to Clarkson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Here's Vincent. He's got 6. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Clarkson.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Ramos. He has 6. Pass to AI. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, how about the work they've done from the in-between area? They are making it rain, and the storm ain't over yet.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. On offense, here are the Hawks. Here's Vincent. He has 6. Pass to ABC. Tries it from 16. Misses off the left iron. Here's Ramos. An easy 2 on the layup.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Vincent. Pass to ABC. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vincent. Atlanta again missing.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Here's Ramos. He's got 6. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Vincent. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to ABC. From about 16. And the jumper is on the mark. Give him 8.
And he's gonna nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And it's Clarkson missing. It's stolen by Green. Shoots off the step back. It's deflected. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Clarkson. Daniels, that one's true.
Good work getting free of the defense and finding his shot.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Clarkson. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Clarkson's got 8 points.
That's a much better looking shot with the mechanics there. Good release point. Nice soft float on that jumper.
Here's Vincent. He's got 6. Here's Daniels. And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 24.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Clarkson passes to Green. Back to Clarkson. Here's AI. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets that one.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Pass to ABC. Outside Johnson. Here's Vincent. And he makes it.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's AI. 13 points in the game. Outside, Green. Clarkson for 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Clarkson's got 5 points now this quarter. Clarkson's gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Pass to Vincent. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Here's AI. Covered by Johnson. Here's Ramos. The shot comes out. Johnson with the defensive effort. To the middle. Here's ABC. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Ramos. 6 points for him. Left side, Green. From the high post. Yep, that one's good.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here's Vincent. He's got 10. Here's ABC. That won't go. He's 5 for 12 now.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Pass to Ramos. Clarkson with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Here's AI. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. 15 points in the game.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Vincent. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Perez. 9 points in the game. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Here's Vincent. McCollum outside. Clarkson with the defensive effort.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he makes a first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:24 left in the third quarter here. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Houston. Atlanta again missing. Here's Perez. He's got 11. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And the first one at the line is good. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Now the Hawks with it. McCollum outside. Pass to Houston. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. That one misses. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's AI. Atlanta with a rebound. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Perez. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Okongwu. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. The first free throw is good. Hits both from the stripe. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Missed it. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Spurs. And it's ABC in at the 5 down low. Pass to Krejci. That one no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
So it's Atlanta now. Here's Wallace. Stolen. And they're on the break. Here's ABC. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
Man, good whistle there.
And he can't get the first one. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Here's Krejci. Second chance shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. Here's Perez. Down low. ABC. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth. Pass to Houston. Now Kuminga. 6 to shoot. And he lobs it up.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's ABC. Here's ABC. Pass to Perez. It's blocked. They recover it. Second chance effort. And it's ABC missing. And here are the Hawks now. Here's Houston. Here's Wallace. Rebounded by Perez. Rebound Atlanta. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
And the Spurs making a change here. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Houston. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Puts it up from 17. Here's Wallace. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. That one's no good. And it's a Spurs ball. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's ABC. Pass to Perez. This one for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Got a piece of it. Here's Houston. Here's Wallace. And he's going for the lob. Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
So it's San Antonio now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Pass to ABC. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Perez. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end the drought. Here's ABC. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. On offense, here are the Hawks. Here's Houston. And it's ABC with a rebound. Hey, puts up a three. Rebound Atlanta. Pass to Houston. Now Kuminga. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Here's Wallace. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. Atlanta again missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. Here's Perez. And he converts the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. The Spurs making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's San Antonio now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. To the middle. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Thompson's got his first basket.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Here's Wallace. Second shot opportunity. And he jams it home with authority. Here's ABC. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. To the inside. Here's Houston. Over Thompson. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper.
Nice move to set up the jumper. That was pretty.
Here's ABC. Pass to ABC. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Houston. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's ABC. He's watched by Kuminga. Pass to ABC. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Here's Wallace. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
One shot.
And that one misses. And the Spurs with possession here. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Can't hit that one. Outside Kuminga. And that one's long.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And it's ABC missing. Outside Kuminga. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. So he gets them both. Here's San Antonio now. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. He's watched by Kuminga. Here's ABC. He tries for 3. The shot won't fall. Here's Krejci. Here's Wallace. And it's ABC with a rebound. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. Five to shoot. Here's ABC. The shot from the low post is good. So it's Atlanta now. Here's Wallace. Pass to Krejci. Collects the 2 points near the hoop.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
And here is Thompson. Here's ABC. Here's ABC. The 3. That one doesn't drop.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Here's Wallace. To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to ABC. Oh, he tries a three. Fires in the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Krejci. Drives to the hoop, and the layup is good. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to ABC. Here's ABC. Here's ABC. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. And it's ABC missing. And Atlanta has possession. Here's Wallace. From 7. No luck on that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Pass to ABC. Turnaround Jay. Wallace pulls it in.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Here's Krejci, defended by Thompson. Gets himself open and drills it.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Pass to ABC, launches a three, buries it from 3.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about wraps it up.